Hello everybody. My name is Michael Black, and this is Excipient Talk, brought to you by galenIQ. And today I'm talking to Marta Peksa, who is from the University of Riga in Latvia, and she's studying for industrial pharmacy, and she is a visiting researcher at the Central Research and Development Department at Südzucker in Offstein in Germany. And we're going to talk today about what research work she's been doing there. So welcome, Marta. Thank you for joining today. How are you?
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you for the invitation. It's very nice to be here. This whole experience I have had here in Germany has been, I would say, eye-opening and very enriching for me.
Okay, great. So, Marta, just tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from, and what you've been doing before you came to Germany.
Yeah, so I'm Marta Peksa. I am a pharmacist. I finished my pharmacy studies in Riga, Latvia, in Riga Stradiņš University, and currently I'm as a postgraduate student in industrial pharmacy. That's like a step up from the pharmacy. And before coming here, I worked in a pharmaceutical field in retail pharmacy, but I wanted to change my profession, so I chose to study industrial pharmacy. And one of the parts of our studies is to have a 6-month internship in a pharmaceutical company. But last year, Südzucker came to our university and gave us this chance to have the internship here. So here am I as the first practicant in here in the CRDS.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So what have you actually been doing during this time at CRDS?
During this 6-month period, I had a project about using Isomalt or galenIQ. The thing I was researching or looking into was using Isomalt as a binder in high shear wet granulation that can hopefully be used in the pharmaceutical industry in the future. And yeah, it was basically just looking at the binding properties of the Isomalt and look if it can be used in tableting and other pharmaceutical applications.
Okay, well, that sounds really interesting because galenIQ, of course, we use in direct compression procedures to make tablets. And there's been some work done on binding, but obviously I understand that you've been going deeper into that area. So, what were your major findings?
Well, I can say from the start, in my studies, Isomalt as an excipient wasn't really mentioned. In the pharmaceutical studies, we focus more on the more common excipients. So coming here, it was starting from the scratch, looking at what is Isomalt and how it can be used. And from research I did, I can say that, Isomalt has binding properties. It can probably be used as a binder, but there needs to still be work done, as it's a very big project and it takes a lot of time and a lot of research to figure out the limits and all of the advantages and disadvantages to using such a new excipient. And the issue is also the pharmaceutical industry. Nobody wants to take risks, so there has to be a good basis of why some suppliers should use another excipient instead of the true and tried ones.
Okay, so when I understand correctly, it sounds like it's just the beginning of maybe a very exciting story to use the galenIQ as a binder. However, what do you think now could be the next steps in that project?
I can definitely say, since I had to start from the very beginning of getting introduced to high shear wet granulation, as I know what it was in theory, but the practical side of things, it's a bit different. And I only used Isomalt in a binder liquid solution. So I took the Isomalt and I dissolved it in the water and checked how the granules and the tablets would perform. The next logical step would be trying it in the granulating mass, as in the dry binder addition, only spraying in, for example, water. That could be interesting to look how the properties change, because it's usually there's some differences between both applications. And also, high shear wet granulation is only one of the pharmaceutical granulation methods. So it would be nice to look into other granulation methods such as twin screw granulation, extrusion, melt granulation, or using fluid bed agglomerator. There's a lot of things to still look into, and I definitely think there could be some interesting findings from them.
Okay, that sounds very exciting. It reminds me a little bit from my research days when they told me that if you do some new work and you have more questions than the answers, then that's good because you're pushing back the boundaries and opening up new areas. So that sounds really exciting. Going back to your time at the CRDS, how was your experience there? Your personal experience?
For me personally, it's the first time I've been abroad for so long and in such an internship. I have had internships in the past in Latvia in our local pharmaceutical industry, and here it's very different scale of things looking at Südzucker and CRDS. But it was really nice. I really enjoyed my time here in CRDS, especially the people working here, and they were really helpful and always tried to help me whenever I needed some help, or also if I was interested in their work. A lot of the times people took me along to show how everything worked and showed the inside workings, I would say. And that is a lot of valuable experience that can be gained because they are experts in their fields and I'm newcomer, so to say. So it was very interesting to see what other people are working and how everything goes and the depth of what you can find out.
Okay, great. So at the same time, I guess, was this your first time in Germany?
No, this was not my first time.
Okay.
But it was my first time in an internship. I have had like some trips to Germany and some language courses, but nothing very professional, I would say, like this.
Okay, so how was it for you living in Germany for this 6 month period?
Definitely, it's challenging. It's even though I knew the language, it's still very hard to come from theoretical knowledge and coming in and having to do everything on my own here. It's a bit different, so to say, because Latvia is a very small country. And now I come to Germany that has almost 50 times the population of my country. It's a different scale of things. And also the cultures differ. But I didn't have any major problems, I would say.
Okay, so you profited it from this new experience, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely. This was also why I chose to risk it and come to an internship here in the CRDS, because the youth years are for experiencing growth and getting new experiences. And I definitely had some personal growth from this time here. So I also had some benefit as well.
Okay, great. And how do you like the German food?
The donor is really nice.
Okay. I guess that's German now.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is German now, I would
it
say
is
so.
German now. Yeah. So what would be your advice to future visiting researchers if they came to CRDS?
Yeah, I would definitely say to not be afraid to ask for help or ask people. If you don't ask questions, you are shut in like a box and you can't really grow. And it's okay to fail at the start because failure is how we grow as a person and also how we find out, for example, no, you can't do that. Maybe it's better to do this. Because if you don't know how to fail, you also don't know how to succeed because it's hard to do so. But yeah, it's, as I said, the best advice I can give is to actively engage with other people and not be afraid of new experiences, I would say, because it is challenging to move to a different country, even if for a 6 month period. Some people can say it's not a long time, but there's still a challenge if this is your first time. But yeah, if I was given a chance to do this again, I would take it in a heartbeat.
Okay, great. And so you will be leaving soon, I guess. When
Yes,
is it?
Tomorrow is my final day.
Okay. All right. So what will you miss from being here?
Like in Germany or CRDS?
Both, whatever. Yeah.
From Germany, I know people complain about Deutsche Bahn and constant delays, but I will miss the Deutschland ticket, paying the lump sum at the start of the month. And it really allowed me to look around the smaller towns and travel every weekend. That was really nice since there's no such possibility in Latvia. And from the CRDS, I really regret not asking more, not engaging with more other departments. Since it's my last month, I went out and asked and got a lot of excursions, and I got to try out a lot of the development that has been here. That's my regret that I did not utilize this chance more at the start. Yeah, that's why I advise to do it from the start.
Okay. All right. Well, great. Thanks very much. I mean, it sounds like you had a really, really, good time here, learned a lot, met a lot of people, saw a lot of places, tried a lot of different food. And you've got, I know you have excellent results from your research. And yeah, I mean, I wish you all the best and good luck with the rest of your studies. And I'm sure we'll be still in contact with you in the future, which is great. And yeah, look forward to that and wish you all the best.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, and thank you for joining today. Okay, so folks, that's the end of our podcast today. Thank you to Marta for being here. Thank you for joining, and look forward to our next step, which will be further along in this research area, looking at galenIQ and its properties. So, see you again soon. Bye.
See you.